She just arrived at the spa today that I will document every step so she can see whether it is worth it to do that kind of procedure, take that kind of time with her. So we're going to start with Windex. All right, I might as well just show you this while I'm here. This is our shampoo bucket. I start with just a little bit of warm water, and normally if I'm going, I can do 1 capful if I were going to wash 2 wigs, but sometimes I'll just go half a capful and half a gallon of water if I'm just going to wash 1. And in this case, she came in by herself. I used the Estetica Cleanse and Clarify shampoo and conditioner. I love it. That's the only thing I've ever used. Anyway, I start that in there with a little bit of warm water and get it whisked up really good. And then I add the cold water. Now I've got this marked where 1 gallon is. So if I'm going just half a gallon, I just kind of eyeball it. All right, here's our star of the show. She's sitting here in this empty clean bucket after she got, what did she do? She got rinsed from her Windex. Looking for the nape. And because she's got that lace front, lace part, we're not, and her top wasn't really dirty. So we're gonna put her in upside down like that. I guess it's called submerge. I get just a little bit on there so that it gives it a little bit of a cleanse, but then we're gonna let that just sit on top like that. Some people say you can do 5 minutes. I've never done 5 minutes. I'm usually a 15-minute to half-hour person myself. So if I'm doing a longer shampoo bath for girls that need a longer bath, this is how I call it float the lace on top. I actually dunk the lace in and let it, get in the shampoo, but then I lift it up above the water. So if they're going to soak longer, we're going to let her set. Okay, time to rinse. She has been sitting in the shampoo for about a half hour. So I just sort of wring out the water. I still have not done any kind of combing out of any tangles because she was so badly crinkled and tangled. There's no point in taking the time to do that. Okay, so I don't have, let's see, you can tell there's not a sprayer on there. I just start from the outside. And there didn't appear to be any makeup on the lace when we started, so. But if there had been, it would come off. Okay, now I'm gonna flip the cap over my hand so that you're not touching or tugging on that lace. I'm just kind of moving the hair so the water gets all through it. I'm using cold water. And it is cold. We're supposed to get some snow in a couple of days. Be careful with your drains. See, I've got 2 different drainy things because this is synthetic plastic hair, and you don't want this plastic hair going down your drains. I'm going to wring that out. And again, I'm going to just fill this up with just cold water and just let her sit for a minute. Just submerge her. All right, she doesn't have to stay that way very long. I just want to make sure that we've got the water all the way through. Now I just set her in this bucket wet. I set her over here on the washing machine. Now I'm using the Estetica Nourish and Renew Wig Conditioner. And I'm going to start with a little bit of warm water because I want to mix this up. Start with a little pinch of hot water like that. That's probably more than a pinch, but you know what I mean. And again, because we're only going half a gallon, I'm only going half a cap. I'm going to use that same hot water. to get that conditioner out of the cap. And if you can see it, you can see those chunkies floating around in there. So that's why I use a whisk. Learned that from Wendy Moore and Price, I believe. And I whisk that conditioner. I also use this when I'm using the bamboo conditioner or the shampoo. Anytime I'm putting something in water, I whisk it. You can see all this hair. You gotta pull that out so it doesn't go down your drain. Now I'm going to start cold water again, okay? And I'm going to fill this to about, where's my lines? Oh, I'm using a blank bucket here. I'm using a blank bucket because my other girls are sitting in my conditioning bucket. So I'm doing about a half a gallon guesstimate. Where's she at? And we're just going to, I'm going to put her inside out because, again, I don't want this lace sitting down in the conditioner in case I get busy and don't come back to get her. All right, so she's just going to sit there and get purified. We are back to rinse the conditioner. So I basically just take her out, squeeze it out, dump that. We're going cold water again. I'm just rinsing her from the inside so that makes sure and gets all the hair rinsed. I can tell she already feels good there in the areas that don't have the crinkles. And see how that'll be a little sudsy? Well, not sudsy, it's bubbles from the conditioner. I want to rinse until there are no more bubbles. Got to keep my drain plugged there. Now I'm going to flip it over my hand. If you don't rinse your shampoos or your conditioners completely clean, it will make for quicker buildup on your pieces. Okay, you can still see there's still bubbles. So keep rinsing. Making sure you get that nape really, really clean. So I'm doing extra squeezing where the crinkles are to make sure it's getting to every strand. But I can tell that the conditioner and the shampoo and the Windex, I can tell it already feels cleaner. Okay, we're gonna start this way again. See, those hairs were already to the inside of the cap when she arrived. They did not happen from the way I'm shampooing it. That's one reason I wear my wig liner under my wigs, is to keep, get that piece of hair, to keep my Velcro buzz from, I don't want my buzz pulling hairs to the inside. Still a few bubbles. Let's go one more time. Told you I'm OCD about clean wigs. If you've watched me, you know that by now. And if I was just rinsing that in the sink and it was just going down the drain, I might not know that she's not completely rinsed clean yet. Still bubbles. We're going to go one more time. I need to figure out something different for that drain situation. I need something weighted so that when I dump the water out, it doesn't float away. Okay, we're good. We are good. And I didn't pull a towel out, so we're gonna drain the water. And I'm gonna let her just sit here for a second while I get a towel, and then I'm taking her out and I am just putting her in the towel. Okay, so see, I've still never combed anything out. I am just going to roll her up in a towel like this and squeeze. Never, ever, never, ever, ever rub. Just squeeze. Then I flip her this way and do the same thing. Roll and squeeze. Now, normally on a shorter wig or wigs that are in good condition, I would take them like this, go over here in my other corner, and I'll kind of give it a shake. But I don't want to shake it on the camera. And because she's already real crinkled, I don't want to shake her. So we're going to just hang her. Can you see the hook? Let's see. See the hook? There she is. We're just going to hang her right there on that hook. And she just drips right into the washing machine. We could put this towel under her if we want her to drip. If I have really long girls, or I'll hang them higher up. Love you.